I love maps, and I love banana, and Donkey Kong has a gun. Wait, what? The new game Donkey Kong Bananza fuels both my banana desire and my map desire, but I don't think I should spend a whole Blurbs video talking about banana. Today, instead, I want to talk about one of my favorite features in video games, maps. Interactive maps that you can view in real time, creative maps that advantage the systems of the game, and cool maps that utilize the game's style to create something unique and special. So today on Blurbs, let's hop on the metro and look at some great video game maps. First, I want to talk about Donkey Kong Bananza. Whoa! Bananza's map instantly became one of my favorites of all time. In concept, it's relatively simple. It's a real-world, real-time rendering of the level you're in, showing you all the destruction you've caused, all the items you've moved, and little markers for where some treasure might be hidden. It's right under there. For as long as I can remember, this has been a thing in the game design engine Unity by clicking the isometric button, but finally seeing it come to a game as a full map feature is amazing. While I rarely ever utilize Donkey Kong's map as an actual map, I so often look at it right before I leave a level to see all the chaos I've caused. This got me wondering if any other games did something similar in the past, and I couldn't find anything outside of an old Minecraft relic. This feature is perfect for Minecraft, and it was something that was in older versions of the game. You could open up a real-time rendering of everything around you, including the structures you had built and dug. It's sad that they took this feature away, and I'm not quite sure why they did it. Another somewhat similar implementation, though, is in the map for Skyrim. Re-downloading Skyrim to get this footage reminded me of just how incredibly nostalgic this map feels. The fog and clouds covering each snowy mountaintop, the little buildings laying on cliffs and hills and rolling plains of grass. It's all so beautiful, and the day-night system rolling over it dynamically with the map sitting there in real time is incredible, way ahead of its time, and one of my favorite implementations of a video game map. But in a world of repetition, creativity is king. And in a creative world, repetition is Fez is a 2D game about exploring a 3D space, which means the map has a lot of heavy lifting to do. Contextualizing 2D spaces in a 3D world isn't new, but Fez pulls it off brilliantly. The map presents a galactic view of the world, with each cube-like level branching into others. It mirrors the game's visual style while also creating a powerful sense of interconnectivity as you travel. It's also just great stylistically and genuinely useful. When you're hunting down a few remaining collectibles, the contrast between gold, complete, and silver incomplete boxes gives you a clear visual cue of where to go next. Another puzzle game that handles mapping exceptionally well is The Witness. It doesn't use fast travel or a traditional world map, but it does feature a boat with a built-in map. By visiting the boat and moving its line-based navigation system just like the puzzles, you can travel around the island more efficiently. It's a clever and natural way to tie traversal and mapping directly into the game's mechanics. The last creative map I want to highlight is from Firewatch. Like in a few other games, the map in Firewatch is a physical item you pull out along with the compass. This design choice grounds you in the role of Henry, helping you feel like you're really in the forest maintaining the trails. One small detail I especially love are Henry's notes on the map, which change based on your in-game decisions. Your dialogue choices affect what he writes, adding a subtle but powerful layer of immersion. But finally, the visual style of these games hits a high bar. In the style of a fanciful medieval map, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2's map is one of my favorites. The simplicity of the game's design carries over to this map, as it never gives you more information than you need, and the information it does give you comes with such stylistic flair. Unexplored areas are obscured by swarms of clouds. The opinion the town has of you is marked by a little face with a ranging set of emotions depending on how you've treated their citizens. It doesn't look like something Henry is carrying in his pocket, but it does look like something an author might use to depict his journey. The other game I want to talk about in this category is the map of Clair Obscur. I want to talk more about world maps in another video, but for now, Clair Obscur has absolutely my favorite. It throws realism out the door to do something cute and creative. The map feels like it was hand-drawn by a character in the game itself, full of exaggerated landmarks, playful proportions, and intriguing threads that constantly pull you from place to place. It's less about navigating terrain and more about immersing yourself in the tone and personality of the world. It invites curiosity rather than just wayfinding, and that's something more games should aspire to. Well, those were a lot of maps, and the Metro needs to fuel back up. I didn't even get to talk about Metroidvania maps like in Hollow Knight, overworld maps like in Mario, or other cool map types that I can't think of right now, but that I'm sure you'll tell me about in the comments. Regardless, I love it when maps get creative, I love when maps are interactive, and I just love cool maps, so those are the maps I wanted to talk about today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye! Bye-bye now.